space is a bit
but it didn't show.
You know, you can adapt certain things.
Yeah, but it didn't show Khalid, and I'm just saying that because I was wondering. I always see you performing in vivacious spaces. I was like,
right.
So in some press releases and interviews, you said that Stomp gets to all audiences because it plays on rhythm and sound, which is a universal language. Having performing in mostly the major cities of the world and major parts of the world, which was the one or multiple tours or crowds you'd never forget? I mean, if it's a personal note that I would like to know each one personally, or if it's a general impression, I just want to know it.
No, I think everyone's probably personal.
What was the crowd, the unforgettable crowd for you?
Oh, for me, yeah, Porto crowd is heavy. Porto in the north of Portugal.
I was going to say Porto.
Prague.
You could make up another one.
You know what I mean? Prague was pretty heavy, and most of the venues in Japan were off the his nook.
The venues themselves or the crowd or both?
More the crowd. I can't speak for anybody else. I get certain vibes off the venue. You know, if it's a nice venue, or if it's or like old school. You know, with lots of carvings and stuff, or very modern and chic. Okay, yeah, that's nice. But it's more about the people. You know what I mean? Get more vibes off the people.
You? Hello.
Well, you were talking about all variations, and the first thing that hit my mind was France, Roubaix. Okay. Because I'm doing a little bit of a funny thing in the middle in the show. Okay. And nobody laughed except one little kid in the front. He was cracking up.
Only him.
Only him.
Only him. I did a little moustache, and I was having the paper doing a little, the harmonica. Ooh, hee, ooh, hee. And it's like, and it was like, and one kid he made my day. He was like,
So it's not so much a crowd, it's one individual. Someone who laughs.
So that's why I don't forget it, because it was awkward in definition.
Totally. That one kid, we had a connection.
Nice. Did you try to push it? I mean, when they were like that, did you try to overdo it to grab their attention and nothing?
I'll tell you, everyone on stage was like, uh-oh. It was
awkward.
Horrible. Horrible. But,
okay, fine. Honey, positive. I want positiveness.
I like the German crowd. In Germany, they really, I mean, Stomp's been to Germany many, many, many times. Yeah. So they kind of know. You can never know what to expect with Stomp anyway, because it's going to always be different. But I think they know the show, they've seen the show, they know what to expect, and they love it before we've even come on stage. You know, ladies and gentlemen, turn off your mobile phones. They're already they're ready for it. They're a really responsive crowd. I like the German crowd.
German crowd.
For me, it'd be the first time I performed in New York, because New York's right in your face, man. They're right in your face. Literally, they're like that on stage with you. And there's nowhere to run, there's nowhere to hide. And it's full on, just for getting that with the audience right on top of you was quite something I hadn't had before.
Perfect. You're gonna say Port?
Well, now let's see. Where am I at? Porto and Germany is gone. So let me check my notes. Yeah.
Well, you've got another 44 to choose from.
No. Well, since I was just thinking that the performance that we did yesterday here in Cairo at the university is just I'm still vibing from that, and it was amazing. So I'm hoping the crowd is gonna be like that in Cairo. It was just like we were Backstreet Boys or going 40 years back like the Beatles or something,
They love you. I want to tell you something. You should not be surprised.
Everywhere on the balconies and
you should not be surprised. I mean, the Egyptian audience are like huge fans of you. I mean, you're gonna see, and of course you saw yesterday in the university, but you're gonna definitely touch this at the performances at the opera.
Right.
And you are like Stomp are in Egypt. And I mean, and honestly, I'm again, I have to say, I'm actually honored to be just sitting and chit-chatting with Stomp. This is an honor. Anyways,
well, it's an honor being here.
Thank you. In your requirements for auditioning to becoming, again, a Stomp member, you really focus, and you highlighted this even in the interview, about how personal it is and how personal you put in the show. I was really wondering, I mean, of course I can see that, and I actually saw that yesterday, but still, how personal could a huge show like Stomp be? I mean, at the end of the day, of course, you're together, and everybody's different, of course, but still, how personal and specifically individually personal could a show like Stomp be?
Very personal.
For you and for everybody.
I think